Hey there, box screw fans. Here's a quick video. I've got it sped up here. I wanted to quickly show you how currently, I'm trying to get the system a little better, how I build a room. So right now the twins create the room in art. They illustrate it up. They actually use the old Adobe Flash, which is now called Animate. They paint it out, they create layers, and they get going. I take the room file, it's separated between a background, a foreground, and a bunch of objects. And as you see here, I'm actually exporting each of the objects as PNG files. So I quickly do that. I'm working on automating that process, so I just grab one layer and just export all the PNGs. A little extra tip, if they're animated, they're just PNGs with numbers. So they're just frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Then I go into TexturePacker. This is commonly used in Unity and other gaming platforms. I import all the PNG files. As you see there, this is the animations. They're all numbered 1 through 16 for the prop. Present, open, back is what they're called. I quickly move all the center points. The center point is used in the program for when the character is in front of it or behind it, so it knows when to swap it. It's in code, that's your regx, reg-y, your registration point or origin point in a lot of programs. It spits out a JSON file, which is all the data. I'm just quickly inspecting it here. Then I'm using Airtable as a database. It's a visual database. It allows me to quickly put it together. Eventually I'm working on forms and systems so the twins can just build this themselves, and anyone else I'm working with. Quickly inputting all the values, widths, heights, sizes, etc. Adding the backgrounds, adding the foregrounds, adding the sprite sheets, putting in all the frames. This is how it cuts the file and makes it, and all the animation stuff. Eventually I'll have to make the map and the layers as I get going. And then I turn inside the game itself. I have a map editor. It's using a tile-based system. And then I paint in where you can walk and where all the triggers are. As you see here, in the console, I'm actually setting the tile quantity. I think I set it to 1. 0 means you can't walk. 1 means you can walk. Additional triggers are just numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You just number them up. And then you just reference them. So when a character stands on a square, it just looks it up. It goes, am I standing on a 0 or am I standing on a 1? If I'm standing on a 0, well, I'm not supposed to be there. And I just paint them in. For those that like to punch around the code, I think the code is, everything's in a namespace called world. So you just go world, I think it's world.edit. And then I've got an exporter there. If you just saw that, I add the map. And then I'm editing again, so I'm quickly testing. So as you see, I dropped all the art in. I'm actually putting a little cheating here. The background, I set the background to be the full picture, and I'm just moving all the objects to place them over top of where they're supposed to go. So I'm just visually dropping them in, moving them around. It's actually quite fun. I look forward to actually getting this system to run in real time so that we can actually build and edit rooms live while the server's running. That's my end goal hope here. I think I can probably get that done in a month or so. Yeah, so we place all the pieces in position. As you see here, just sliding them around. And when it all looks good, then I quickly export what I call the layers. This is an improvement from Club Penguin. Club Penguin only had one room with objects. Boxcars has multiple layers. As you've seen in the other previous things, you can go in and out of behind things like the spaceship was in the Battle Bears. And here it is, testing, running live. And that was it. It's cool.